Dennis Pate,
Yeah.
Zoo Director.
Perfect. We'll just get right to it. What was it like getting that call and making the decision to close?
Well, it was a happy day, and I think what really made the difference is it's been all about how to save on expenses, how to cut budgets, furloughing people, saving on utilities, eliminating travel. It was all negative. Once we started working toward a plan and once we got the date, it all turned positive. And so we're all working towards something rather than diminishing something.
When you guys closed 77 days ago, what was that like?
Well, I think when we thought about it, it was a lot to do with what can we do for the community to really minimize the spread. And so that's why we said we're going to close for 2 weeks. Almost everybody's going to work from home, and we're going to be a partner in all of that. Then 2 weeks turned into another month, and then another month, and it went far longer than we had expected, but so be it.
No animals tested positive here for coronavirus, but did any of the animals need testing or get testing?
None of them, to my knowledge, needed testing. We haven't tested any. To test a lot of these animals requires anesthesia, which is a risk all by itself. And so we haven't lost any animals to anything remotely suspicious of COVID-19.
Did any zoo employees test positive for COVID-19?
None that I'm aware of. Of course, that's all private, but I'm not aware of anybody that's tested.
You touched on this in the main press conference, but it's been 77 days since it closed. What was it like going around the zoo without guests and people around?
Eerie is the best way I can explain it. It reminded me a little of a winter day, except daffodils were out, azaleas were blooming, all these contradictory kinds of things, empty pathways, and really the only people on the pathways were horticulture staff, some of our maintenance staff, keepers who were taking care of animals in different parts of the zoo, and some contractor staff.
Did the animals miss the people?
Some did, some didn't. I think the great apes, the gorillas, they love having people come, and they're entertained by people, and they're curious about people. Some of the other animals, I think it caused them to relax a little bit more. And now they're going to have to get reused to things with people back in the zoo, and they will. They've adapted. We've had a lot more people, but yeah, it just depends on the species.
You touched on this as well. $26 million is the financial impact, correct?
Yes.
We're expecting that much.
You know, we started modeling different scenarios a couple of months ago about what it would look like based on a June 1 opening. We had no idea whether we were going to open June 1 or not. But based on that opening, we modeled 4 different scenarios, one of which was we're going to lose half of our revenue for the rest of the year. And that's the one we went with, and then we were able to project what that would look like. So we've already kind of mentally worked through this exercise, and now when we open, we'll start seeing the actuals and where we are in that continuum.
Omaha gives memberships and safari park. What else can be done financially for people to help out the zoo at this time?
Yeah, and so on the website, we have a place where you can donate to our emergency fund that will help us with expenses for the zoo. Even if we open, we're still going to be probably short by the end of the year, and into next year, because we had contingency funds and other funds that we borrowed from those funds in order to pay our bills. So we've got to repay those funds back for next year, and so we're not out of the woods by a long shot yet. But opening on Monday is a big step in that direction.
The 125th anniversary celebration, what's changing? Is it going on? What are the updates on that?
It's going on. It's been, I'd say, suspended for a little while, but it'll be going on, and our marketing department and our foundation are going to get re-engaged with that. And so a lot of it has to do with, tell us about your memories of coming to the zoo as a kid with your grandfather or father. Tell us what that was like and why the zoos meant so much to you.
A two-part question for our last one, the Education Center. Are classes going to be going on soon? And what about the preschool situation? Is that going to resume soon?
Well, school's out now, but once we close down on the 16th, and once a lot of the school districts close down around the same time, all those students start working from home, just like a regular high school. We're doing virtual camps and virtual tours, all of that for now. We'll see what happens. Perhaps we can open some of this stuff up in July. We'll just have to wait and see.